Do I have to accept you in this? No, right? You just come in, right? I'm talking to myself as if there's.
Hey guys!
Yo, welcome back to
yo.
the episode.
Episode of WMTR.
Wow.
Episode
Oh my
12.
gosh, look
Episode
at
12.
us.
You know what that means?
Episode 12.
What does that mean?
I think
Sorry,
that's
that's
the end
three.
of a season.
Is it?
Three
Season
months,
finale?
Oh. Is
Season
that
finale.
WMTR season 1? Like,
What?
this is
Do you
this is
and
the
we, baby,
Have we completed a whole season?
like
whole season. Look at us. Oh,
everyone's supporting, guys. It don't even feel like it's been that
Listen.
long.
honestly though, like that's beautiful. Thank you guys for like listening and connecting, following. Like this is huge. This was a little brainchild that we had. We didn't think anyone would really listen. Like we were just doing our thing. We did work hard on the back end, but like
a random thought to start recording our conversations. And
right.
Look at us.
Look at us.
We're at like 800, almost 900 streams.
We love that.
Do you
so
love us?
cute.
Downloads.
Period.
It's amazing.
Do you love
Thanks,
us? I know you
guys.
love us.
Thank you so much.
And we love you right back.
It's true. So check out. This is our last episode of the season. We'll be back soon. Don't get too comfortable.
Yeah, don't get comfortable.
We're coming back.
Of course.
Real soon.
You know, I'm excited because this just gives me time to catch up on the vids because I'm assistant struggling.
It's true.
Been struggling, guys.
We're gonna re-up.
We're gonna have more guests. We're gonna have more topics. We're gonna have more. It's just gonna.
It's lit.
WMTR.
Stay tuned. Wait on it. We'll be back.
We'll be back
very soon.
There's some new things on the body, on the face, ears, on the. We got some piercings, some tattoos. You know what I'm saying? We got a little upgrade going on. Hey. Looks nice.
I don't have a new tattoo, guys, but I do have a new third hole.
Yes, she got.
Yes, come to person.
Stay tuned for the vlog.
Period.
If you haven't listened to last week's episode, I don't understand how you haven't.
What are you doing?
We talked about the double standards that is within society between men and women, and we just don't understand it. And a lot of people seem to have the same sentiments as us. So on our story, we posted a couple of polls, and we asked, do you think that there's a double standard? And there was a 100% yes, that there is a double standard between men and women. We asked the question, do you think men get away with more than women do? And 94% said yes, 6%, which is only one person said no, but everybody else said yes. Mm-hmm. And then we asked, why are women shamed for the same thing for which men are praised? One person said, when you find out, let me know. And we had somebody else who said patriarchy and gender conforming stances ingrained in society.
Someone also said it's because boys rule and girls rule, and I just want you to know that you're a little bitch and I hate you.
It doesn't even, that's not even how it goes. It's girls rule and boys rule, period. But anyway, y'all. So we still want to know. I still want to know. I need to ask on my ends. I need people to tell me.
What are the answers?
Who has the answers
to this double standard? We need
makes
to know.
the damn rules.
It's the patriarchy.
It really is, and we ain't here for it. So y'all go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Rules Are Pointless, so that you can be a part of these conversations. So you can let us know your thoughts on the things that we talk about, because we want to know what you lot have to say as well about the topics that we bring to the pod. So follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter at WMTR Podcast as well. Everything's down below. You can click the links and go straight there, or you can type it in, whatever floats your boat. But yes, ma'am.
Holla at your girls.
Thanks for your input, guys, who have voted on the polls and who left responses to the questions. We really appreciate it.
We love it, and we love to see it. We love you guys. All right. It's time. I love this segment of the podcast. This is the We Love to See It segment where we highlight the dope things that a lot of you guys are doing, things that we've seen and want to celebrate. So who wants to start?
I can go.
Okay.
This week, I love to see Sammy Inks at Inkology London for his amazing artistry. Can you see that? When we were together over the weekend, well, on Tuesday, we all went to Inkology and we got persons. Oh, I don't know the girl's name. Who did our persons?
I don't know, but she was dope. She was such a vibe. And shout out to her for like hooking us up to the
food and that
baddest Jamaican restaurant.
First of all, shout out to her for coming in on her day off.
Period. That's true.
They don't have persons on Tuesday. So I called the shop the Monday before to ask if we could get a person in, and she said she would come. So thanks, sis. And then thanks sis again for hooking us up with the good food.
I've never seen a Jamaican takeaway that lush. Oh my gosh. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, you would have seen it. But like top notch food.
It's called Newtings in Brixton, in case you were wondering.
You need to get
there. If you're ever in London, get there.
Shout out to Newtings. Shout out to my people.
Sammy is my my official tattoo artist. As long as I live in London, he did my Phoenix tattoo, which I suppose I can insert a picture for those of you watching on YouTube. And then I got him. I got my Phoenix done. I told him I was bringing my friends next time. So on Tuesday, I rode in deep with WMTR, and now Sakaéla's.
Yeah, the man.
Inked up as well.
Ink. And I'm coming next time, Sammy.
And we love to see it. We love to see it. He's a dope artist, not even just a tattoo artist, just art in general. He has his art page is called Art Killed Me. He is a fine black man. We love to see that. Check out his ink Insta is Sammy_Inks. Check out Inkology London and also check out Sammy's art page. It's at Art Killed Me. It's just all around dope artist, and we love to see that.
Period.
We love to see it. We love to see Sammy.
So me this week, I'm gonna shout out Media Maya because we just love her. And I appreciate all the hard work that she does for Bermuda and just keeping us abreast on all the things that I'm not gonna read in the Royal Gazette. You know what I'm saying? Like we just love her because she's a young Black woman, and I love that she wears her fro and she gets to do the natural hair thing and still be in the journalist, like so fly, and she's so well informed and she's just on her shit, and I appreciate it. The COVID updates, even I just saw today, I was looking at her story, the minimum wage, like the way that she just gets conversations going about all the things that are happening in Bermuda, and it's just nice to see a young person having a platform that other young people can trust and rely on for the information that you get. Because, we have forms about the Royal Gazette, and so
she's definitely reset the standard. I hear
she really is.
On Twitter, they're always just like, I'm gonna just wait for my
if it ain't from mine, I don't really trust it.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, sis.
Even if the whole press the Zoom conference thing, there was just like, why is Maya the only one who knows how to work her mic?
Absolutely.
We love to see it.
We do.
Okay, it's my turn. So this week, I want to shout out Grace F. Victory, which is a YouTuber. Like, I have been watching her for years. She is she's a plus size YouTuber, influencer, just all around, like, just magical being. And Grace, actually, she got pregnant last year and had her baby, but she also got COVID. And doctors put her in a coma soon after she had her baby, and gave her a 5% chance of living because she had multiple organ failure and cardiac arrest. But Grace is alive. She is is at home now with her baby. Like, I just feel like the whole internet, if you're in UK or like anywhere really, you have been praying for Grace, sending good vibes to Grace, just wanting her to pull through because she is Oh, she's amazing. And I was so sad. I was thinking about her like constantly, and she was in her coma, but she's made it, and she's with her baby Cypress and her partner Lee. Shout out to Lee, his dope as well. Like really came in and held down the reins. So yeah, shout out to you, Grace. Shout out to your strength. I'm continuing to send you good vibes and positivity that, life just continues to evolve and you just continue to thrive. Because we love you, girl. We love to see it. And that's all. So that is the We Love to See It segment of the podcast this week. Guys, listen, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, follow us everywhere that you can follow us. Let us know the things that you love to see. Tag us. Let us know. Sometimes we be like struggling,
too.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. And also, if you have something that you want us to highlight about what you are doing, please send us an email because, we can hook that up. And yeah, that's all. Make sure you're following us on WMTR. Rules are Pointless on Instagram. Okay.
Welcome back to the Ghetto section. This is the segment of the podcast in which we talk about the stuff that you lot are doing on the socials because if we get it over here. Who's going first?
The ghetto!
Ciao.
The trailer park.
The trailer park. I saw this tweet yesterday. Well, it's an article in Vice. Anti-maskers ready to start masking to protect themselves from the vaccinated.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
I don't have time.
These people are so just. It's just the stupidity for me. Now you want a mask to protect. Doesn't even make sense to protect yourself from the vaccinated.
I thought you couldn't breathe. That's why you're wearing a mask.
What are we trying to protect ourselves from?
It's infringing upon your rights, and you can't breathe. Now all of a sudden.
Summer Walker.
Okay.
And if that's what you feel, then cool.
Go on now. Wear your mask.
Right, wear your mask.
Listen.
But the logic is not logicking.
No, yeah, at all.
It's not making any sense. That's what I said. Wow.
Okay.
Brain cells. I don't know if they're all there.
Well, since we're on the gatherness that is just social media, dozens of white students learning what it was like to be African slaves. The teacher posted this video along with the caption, "Today we experience life as a slave on the Middle Passage journey from West Africa to America." And that's Fairfield Primary School in the UK. So basically, they had these children. It's so like,
what?
Anyway, they had these children line up like Noah's freaking Ark, 2 by 2, with their hands, their hands clasped, and it looks like they're just walking through the school 2 by 2, just. They don't know what the hell they're doing. All white, of course. All white children walking through the school because that's what slavery was.
That's what slavery was.
That's what happened.
This isn't so bad. We just have to walk out in hands. I could be a slave.
This is the type of stuff that pisses me off because you're just downplaying. Why are you doing this in your classroom?
Why do you
what is
so
the
many
point?
questions? Not even just
why?
What is the point? What? White people are so.
I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Like,
stupid.
You could have done nothing, but you did this.
What are you trying to? What are you teaching your child? What are you supposed to teach these children?
I recorded it.
Recorded
and thought to put it on social.
And thought it was a good idea. That's not what we asked for.
We just want equality.
Equality.
We just want you to leave us alone.
You just want to be able to walk down the street without derogatory comments. Like, it's just basic human rights. Like, why is this so hard?
Ali, you want to tell them this story about when we was at the train station? When we was leaving?
No, why are you going to do that? Because now I'm triggered. All right, let me tell you that. Okay, so my Brixton people. Like, if you grew up in the UK in the 90s, you know Brixton wearing all these white people. They didn't want to go to Brixton. Like, hey, like, And now all of a sudden it's gentrified Brixton. The white people are walking through. It's great, I guess. Like they have all the restaurants. Sunday, let's go to Brixton. Up and coming. So cool. Anyway, I digress because I'm very passionate about that topic. Nonetheless, we're at Brixton Station. There happens to be like, usually you can enter Brixton on two sides, but for some reason they're doing construction and one side is blocked. So to get to the opposite platform, you have to walk all the way around. Now, so we figured that out. We're on the opposite platform. This group of seemingly nice group of white people went up on the other side of the platform and are like, hey guys, pointing to us,
yes,
Black women, and said, hey, how did you get to that side? They're like, hey, yeah, you gotta go back down and walk. That's all I got out. Walk. When Karen, or whoever she wants to be, decides to shout from way out yonder. Becky's better.
Platform Penny.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You just have to walk down, walk around, and then you'll get to the other side of the station.
Just cut her off. Like, was I not talking?
She was so far back. Like, we were the closest people to the people who were asking. And sis was tucked off in a corner with her little dog.
With her dog.
Just out of nowhere, started yelling. Like, who was talking?
Like,
as if the directions Helly was going to give was getting wrong.
You don't know how to speak to white people. Let me help you, because these niggas don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, don't listen to them. They ain't going to give you the right information because I know about Brixton. These are my ends. Listen, I'm had enough. I was so triggered. I'm still angry about it, as you can tell. That's all I'm going to say about that. Chakara, go ahead before I get even more.
So I saw this tweet today from some guy. It says, if your 13-year-old daughter gets pregnant and wanted to have it, what do you do?
I saw that. And the quote was like...
I saw the quote, like the quote said you're weird, but listen, he replied to his own tweet and said, I'ma just kill myself. I don't know about y'all because I can't tell her what to do with her body, but I'm not dealing with that. And then further down, somebody must have asked him if it was the other way around, like what if it was his son. So he quotes in one of his replies, always these hypotheticals about young girls. What about young boys? Somebody must have asked that. He says, well, if my 13-year-old son got somebody pregnant, then we really couldn't do anything about it, but wait on whatever the soon-to-be mother decided. So you can kill yourself if your daughter gets pregnant, but you can do nothing if your son gets somebody pregnant.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Why are we asking questions like this?
Why is this a
question? I saw that tweet, and then there was a quote tweet that was like, why are these hypothetical questions not about being becoming an astronaut? Why are we talking about 13-year-olds getting pregnant? Why can't they be
up on Sunday morning and think about 13-year-old girls?
What is wrong with you fools?
Why do you so
like? Are you okay?
The woman's body that young, that doesn't exist.
She's a child.
She's actually not even.
Why are you thinking about a child?
She doesn't even exist. She's hypothetical, and you're worried about it.
Stop it.
Stop.
I'm had enough.
It's gross.
People are just
it's weird. It's very weird.
Let's hypothetical other things, please.
Yeah.
Just leave us.
Right? Or just don't talk about it at all. But if you want to talk about it, just...
Yeah, man. That's the ghetto. It's ghetto over here on these socials. We want you lot to sweat it out. Do better.
Do better.
Alright, y'all. So we get into WMTR and we have a special guest. The one,
hello. What is up? Hey guys.
I was super excited to have you.
Oh my god.
Thank you for having me, honestly. I'm so happy to be here.
What happened? You accepted.
Yes, of course. Why would I decline? I would never. They come knocking, I come running. Period. But yes, honestly, guys, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm really happy that you guys have created this platform for yourselves. The three of you are so inspiring, and I just want you to keep pushing. Honestly, like keep doing it. You're changing the game,
and you do the same. Because you are iconic. Iconic. You are like.
Thank you.
Watching you evolve, watching your elevation is honestly so inspiring. I could say for all of us.
Thank you,
we met like on Color Purple,
and you were so to yourself, just doing your own thing, and just watching you. Well, look at you now, just we love
whatever
to see
you
it.
want.
We love to see it.
We love to see it.
Me, I'm ready.
So, what we getting down to today? I'm excited. I'm ready.
What have you come to talk to us about? What are you asking?
I have come to talk about, who makes the rules on, like, what your spiritual journey or, like, what your religious journey should look like. Like, who makes the rules on, like, why does it have to fit in a box? And that's what I love about this podcast. This is a topic.
We're ready.
We're gonna be easy on it. We're gonna ease into it. But I feel like it has to happen. Because let's be honest, we're all here in this lifetime, in this human experience, in this body. We're all like-minded in some way where we do believe there is a higher power. There is something in control of us. Yes, that is higher than us. Yes, but who says that it has to look a certain way and be a certain way and it has to strictly be this way, because that's what you've been taught this whole time.
And who says it has to be that
but we
way?
haven't taught ourselves what's truly out there, and it's been out there for
forever.
Eternity.
The questions need answers.
So hey, let's get down to it.
Oh wow.
I wish I had my teacup right now. That would have been an iconic moment. Even though you can hear my voice, you can't see me.
No, that's a good one. Who makes the rules?
Who makes the rules on that?
Me.
Who makes the rules?
I like when I think about religion, because I was even talking with my friend recently, a couple days ago, because they just broke fast about. I have a friend that's a Muslim, 2 friends that are Muslim, so they've been doing Ramadan and stuff. So one of my friends has been trying to learn about it, the religion, so that she can support him a bit better. And she was telling me, she's like, Sakaéla, the similarities between these 2 religions, they're damn near the same. So
that's the tea.
Like, I say this all the time.
I don't understand what.
I say this all the time.
It just makes you question.
Because who decides that one is right and everything else is wrong?
Exactly.
When you get down to it, like the basic principles, the very basics, everybody's doing the same thing and calling it something different.
Literally.
Allah just means God. Like
literally.
I just want to know why we all can't coexist.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I was just getting to that, Helena.
That is the problem. Like, multiple things can be true for different people. Like, there shouldn't be set rules for society as a whole. Like, we can all exist and believe in different things.
And that's okay.
And I'm glad, Sakaéla, you started off with, the Muslim religion, because of what's happening right now in Palestine. It's so heartbreaking to see that, and it's really breaking my heart to wake up every morning and to hear that it's been happening every single day. It's not ending, and it's disgusting. It's really disgusting. Over the littlest, like, it's crazy.
The
things we take for granted, right?
The things that we take for granted on a day-to-day basis, and that's why I wake up with so much gratitude in my heart, because things could be worse.
Things will always be so much worse. No, but even let's go talking about spirituality and that. Like, I was on TikTok. This was last week, because obviously I'm been Christian my whole life, right? But I'm in a different space in my walk right now. But I was on TikTok the other day, and it was like this noise. The guy had the thingy with Bobby, and he was going like this, and it was like, listen to this 3 times, and you'll feel like energy release. So I listened to it twice, and I scrolled me down. I got scared because I'm like, hold on, I'm not too. I'm still. Right, I'm trying to, but because you've learned so much about what. Right, you've learned so much about everything that isn't Christian is demonic. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to unlearn. That's like.
But you know what? We're energetic beings, and that's all energy when it comes down to frequencies. So you're gonna feel this, and those are the 7 chakras. And see, that's what I believe in, is the chakras, the chakra healing. And I do believe in God and a higher power and universe, and it's all in that connection with the the frequency. So it's actually a good thing that you felt that. Where did you feel it actually? Sorry, I don't want to. You felt it in your stomach area.
Like in my
so that's your sacral chakra. So you that sound was opening up that sacral chakra with your integrity. So you may feel more in tune with your second thoughts and feelings within your intentions and intuitions, all of that, like gut feeling type of things. You open that.
Okay.
So it's all healing, right? And
I want to learn more about.
It's all part of life,
Absolutely.
That's just one little part,
right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's beautiful.
I remember I did like this workshop. Oh, sorry, Chakara, go ahead.
I just feel like it's really damaging how Christians tend to be like anything that's not us is just wrong and demonic,
right?
Because we automatically close ourselves off from real things. Like energies are real. Like even in church, in Christian church, when they start running around feeling the Holy Ghost, like that's an energy. But if you call it anything else, it's the devil. It's so problematic.
Well, like a lot of people say like we shouldn't be doing yoga because it derives from
I don't know if you were in
religions,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was not a whole sermon, but it was a
it was a segment
in service where he was
talking about
that's about opening the body and stretching.
Watch what your children are doing in school because the devils know.
There was some stretching.
Yes,
but that's what they're trying to do in schools now. You're forcing religion upon children.
It's okay when it's that religion, but when it's anything else.
This is why I tell you Christians are terrorists.
That's interesting. That's the thing, when you think of back in slavery days, what were they instilling upon our ancestors?
That's the question that I hear.
The same Bible that is being preached to people the same day.
Right. I really want to know. I would love to be able to go back, or not go back, or just go back that far to figure out what were they doing before slavery came, and they now learned this white man's religion, because
they were kings and queens.
The similarities, the parallels between Christianity and white supremacy, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Honestly, and see, I was smart as a kid because I picked up on it so quickly, and I feel like that's even my papa used to instill it on me as well. Because I went to church as well. I was a church kid. I grew up in the church. Most people don't know that about me if you really knew me, But I was always in the church, and I started to really think about it. I'm like, wait a minute. This same slave master I see in the movie whipping the kids and doing all of this stuff is it's the same thing. Right. And it's they believe in the same God that you believe in. But so that's why I went out and seek the answers for myself. Right. That's what's so important in the spiritual journey, is to go out and seek for it yourself, for your own understanding.
It's true.
But also not lean on your own understanding, because you still must lean on your higher power, but it's but still have that adventure. I feel like that's the thing. Most people don't have that adventurous side in it when it comes to religion, or they just want to go by the book and lay by the book.
And as a very all or nothing person, that was very much me. I could not see outside of Christianity, and I still struggle with it because I still identify as Christian. I still pray. I still read my Bible here and there. But I have now allowed myself to experience other things. So I did this amazing workshop with Cara Nicole. She's a Bermudian. She's super dope. And basically it was about manifestation, and the thing that I loved that she did, that I spoke about in a previous podcast, is that she allowed you to pick whatever source you wanted. So if it was the universe, if it was God, if it was Jesus, whatever it is that you identify with, to get to this phase of manifestation, she made it readily, she was like, okay, yeah, connect with it. It's not an issue. There were no boundaries with that. And I think that it's so simple, and we just make it so difficult, because we can all again coexist. We can all connect to whatever you want, whatever your source is. Nobody's saying okay, Jesus, please, you want to believe in that, you are just a sheep, whatever. But if that's what you want to do, cool.
Exactly.
The options are plentiful. It's just, it shouldn't be that hard.
I keep saying, it's too many people in this world for us all to have the same belief system.
Right.
Too many of us.
And the sooner we realize that how other people live their lives has nothing to do with us, has no effect on our lives, the sooner we can get on to moving and just living peacefully.
It's all about unity, you know,
and leave people
equal understanding.
I always see
Mind
people
your
like
business.
upset.
I like that one.
I always see
Sorry,
Christians.
say that again, Hallie.
I always say Christians like upset because people say the universe, and I'm like, why are you angry? Like, if that's not what you believe in, then just don't believe in it. Like, you still get to say God.
Isn't
like,
the universe God? Like, isn't that God? He created the universe. It's a part of him.
They get upset because God created the universe, so that's how they understand it. But for me, like, it's like you can hear something like we're smart enough to make translations. So if I believe in God and I believe that God created the universe, and you believe that the universe is the source of life, when you say the universe, is nothing for me to translate to God. And then still get the message, get the point. It's like we tend to focus on the wrong things all the time. Like, you're going to miss the whole message because you're hung up on this one word. Make it make sense.
That's true, though, still.
That's the thing, they're missing the whole message. That's the exact point right there.
Like, why?
It doesn't
over something so simple.
As difficult as we've made it, though, for real, though. Because, like, just thinking about, child, the Bible just... When you start to learn about how things... Because I was literally in my bed the other day because I was like, I really want to talk about... We have to do an episode about Jesus. We need to talk about Christianity because it's really... I'm 25 now and I'm just now understanding that there's things that are wrong with the way that this has been moving. But even when it came to how I found out about, which I'm sure everybody now knows, about the fact that King James... Was it King James? One of these kings was the one who asked for pedophile to be changed to homosexual. And when I think about that one change and how much it's affected the entire world, it's like, what else in this book have they now used to push the agenda that they wish they wish to push? It's a scary thing to think about because it's the world hates gay people because not everybody, but most people, they fall back on, it's because of my religion. And it's like
religion,
God says
it's a shield that they like to use. I almost like I see right through that shield, you know. People use it to protect them, you know. They use it, I don't do that because of this, you know. But like, that same Bible says a lot, and you guys touched on this in the Goys episode, so you know I don't want to get too deep into it and talk again about it, but trust me, like, I understand, guys. It really don't. It never made sense to me, and it still doesn't to this day. How people will bash
people
it.
Love to just pick and choose what they want to follow from that book.
Exactly.
Like, they'll be hell bent on being against homosexuality because the Bible says, but okay, you with your fornication and however many children and ex-husband and new husband, like, okay.
Wow.
And even like just thinking about just even because Apostle will talk about how his church he was at one church and then he started his own church because he wanted to do things his way. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, how many churches have started because they were doing something that you didn't agree with, so you wanted to, you know what I'm saying? You want to come.
And you know, it's crazy because when you really look back at the history of, like, mostly, I don't really want to call out any specific religions, but pedophilia, especially gay pedophiles, are most known in the churches as the pastors, you know.
True.
That's the real spicy tea. Not in all the churches, obviously, but it's pretty common, especially in America, you know. So, I mean, to, you know, trickle back on what you were saying, if you really look back at it and, you know, backtrack at all these churches that have been opened under this King James, what's really the tea? What's been happening these years?
What is really good?
But
I have so many questions. I've been trying to get these answers to these questions for a while, but
so have I.
Roadblocks. But hey, that's why you have to do your own self-discovery. That's as you said.
Exactly. Self-discovery is so important in so many parts of life, not even just your spirituality, just anything. That's one thing I've always been, is curious with everything in life, you know, just even my music, period. That's why I've always been expanding with every little thing I can do, because I'm just like, well, what would it sound like if I do like a, I don't know, like a reggae R&B or like a reggae disco or like something dope, like, you know, like just, you know, trying to mix things up. And I'm just a very, you know, curious person. And that's always been one part about me.
I think that's so important. It's like one of my coworkers is Muslim, so asking him questions about his religion, and he sent me this video where one Muslim guy, he was speaking to a bunch of Christians in South Africa. And it was just like, he was like, watch this and this will answer a lot of your questions. And it was really informative, just like, because we were having a conversation about like the core principles of the two religions, Christian and Muslim. And I was like a lot of this is just the same thing. Like, who's to say that I'm right and you're wrong? And like, why am I supposed to hate you because you don't believe the same thing as me?
Exactly.
Like, why can't we coexist? Like, you don't have to believe the same thing I believe. Like, they don't believe that Jesus is a god.
Right, it's just a prophet or
and Christians believe that Jesus is a part of the Godhead and the Son of God. And like, I feel like that's such a minor detail to like argue about.
To like the end goal. The end goal is the same thing. We all we're missing the point.
We really are.
And it all just derives to like just be a good person. Like
literally,
exactly.
Everyone is
have a good heart.
Like have a good heart. Be good people. Why does it have to be us versus them? And it's so exhausting. I feel like I say that every week.
Good and Casey.
I was just saying, once we learn how to just coexist, like Hallie was speaking earlier, just coexist with each other, coexist with the earth, coexist. We see what's happening out in this world, and some climate change. You know, it's hot already. It ain't even summer yet. Like, but you know, it's like, it's just learn how to live with each other and just be one, in unity.
Unity.
So simple.
I was gonna say that I always remember this story in the Bible about Zacchaeus and how Jesus had one conversation with him and he changed his life and became a better person. You know what I'm saying? He was a tax collector, so he was one of the like a bad person.
Sneaky.
And so he, like, the thing that Jesus does is he makes you good. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't think that it's. We really do miss the big picture. Absolutely. When I think about Christians and how they move, or just I can only speak about them because that's where I come from. But just the level of judgment and hate and it's like this is all contrary to what you're supposed to be doing. So like, why are we? What's happening?
I look at Christian behavior all the time and how legalistic and political they can be, and I'm like, these are the same people that killed Jesus. These are the same Pharisees that were like, you were blaspheming and we like, listen, get rid of this guy. I'm like, bro, if Jesus were to come back and walk this earth again, you would kill him all over again.
Exactly.
Because like, this is not it. Like,
Kev on stage, actually, I posted it just this week. It's so good. But basically, he spoke about how when he was, he still identifies as Christian, but he was talking about like, while he was very much in that bubble, he was always like, at least I'm not doing this. Like, I'm still fornicating, but at least I'm not gay. At least I'm not a rapist. Like, there's always this at least thing that we have in this Christian bubble. Like, there's a hierarchy of Christianity, which I hate. But like, but he's now in a place where he's like, if you don't resonate with who I am, I don't care, because the relationship I have with God is enough. And that is just how it should be.
That's simple.
I don't care. Like, we used to be in that bubble, you know, like, I wouldn't do so many things. Like, I would not have to be on this podcast. Like, I'd be terrified just purely based on how other Christians would perceive my level of Christianity. And it had nothing to do with God at all, which is just like the stupid. Like, what is the point of being like, you know? So it's sad.
And that's true, because we were always competing with each other and just we were always living our lives for other Christians, like just living to impress people that we didn't even like. And why? And just suppressing who we are because of fear of judgment from people that we don't really care about, and people who are just as flawed as we are. Like, and it doesn't make any
really
sense.
Won't choose you at the end of the day. Everyone chooses themselves.
It's sad.
Exactly.
It's sad. And it's like, but that's not how God was like. Aren't you trying to be more God?
Exactly.
Like, God wasn't like that. He wasn't judgmental. He wasn't, you know. So if you're trying to fit this image of this God that you worship, it's not adding up.
And that's another question that I used to have, because like I used to be so confused, because you have all these rules under the religion or whatever denomination you fall under. You have all of these rules of what you can and can't do, and all of these just awful consequences for what happens if you don't do these things, or if you do these things that you're not supposed to do. And then you read the Bible, and it says that God is loving and God is kind and God is merciful, and I'm like, well, what this is saying, this God is not the same God that you're portraying to me. So now I'm very confused, because the God that you are presenting to me is a freaking tyrant. And I'm about to burn in hell because I decided that I wanted to go to church on Sunday instead of Saturday, and I don't understand. Or I'm gonna burn in hell because I like to eat pepperoni pizza.
That never made sense to me.
I'm going to
because
hell.
like,
I'm not a tattoo. I'm going to hell.
Because I grew up in the Seventh-day Adventist church, so it was like super strict, and I used to be so like you couldn't watch TV on Friday nights or on Saturday. I enjoyed one Saturday morning as a child, and I couldn't watch it. And like that was confusing to me, because I'm gonna go burn
Saturday cartoons.
They be hipping. Okay, like I'm I'm about to watch Recess. No, turn that off. Why? Like I didn't get it, and I'm like, okay, so I'm not gonna make it to heaven because of these minor things. And then when I started going to church on Sunday, it was a whole big thing. But I'm like, if I go to church on Wednesday, you're not gonna fuss about it. So what is the problem? Like, make it make sense. And I'm like, I'm still going to church. It's the same God. Like, I could be anywhere right now. I could be out in the club. Not to say that there's anything wrong with going out to the club now.
Right.
But like, I could be doing anything else. Like, why are you fussing about me still going to church? Still serving God? Like, make it make sense. So like, it's really confusing. It got really confusing. And when I stopped caring about all of these rules and just started to seek God for myself and try to understand who he actually is and what type of person I need to be and what type of person he has called me to be, or that sort of thing. Just be a good person, period.
Oh my gosh, I saw this TikTok, this is a little while ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, about this woman. She was talking about...
likes her TikTok.
She does, you know.
This woman, she was talking about purpose and like, why do we have to have such a big like end goal purpose, right? She was talking about how like bees, they don't think about
I've seen this one.
I'm sure it was on Twitter as well, but like they don't think about the fact that as they drop pollen, they're helping, you know what I'm saying, like that,
exactly, helping other colonies, you know,
like it's just
it's
we need to
plentiful,
not be so
help each other.
Just live your life, live your life. And
bees are so friendly. A bee came on my bike the other day. It was just riding with me on my window. I mean, on my mirror. And I was like, oh, little bee, hi.
That just shows you how,
speaking of bees,
at like the level of peace you are at, because
right?
a bee anywhere near me,
freaking the hell.
it's over.
Child, I've been stung by bees so many times. They're afraid of me. But yeah,
oh my God.
No, honestly, that's so true. And it's like, why do we look for, like, what is be at the end of the day, we're humans. We're looking for a purpose, our purpose in life. But in that journey of finding your purpose, it's always so important to just have a great heart, like you said. Just have a great heart. It's all that's all it's about.
Like, imagine if the world was just full of good people. Like, nothing that's happening in the world right now.
This world would be, like, listen, you know? We would have those flying cars that we preached about, okay? If this world had just good people in it, like, you know, but...
And also, like, you're not going to get along with everybody, but think how simple it is to remove yourself from a negative situation. Like, okay, you and I, we don't see eye to eye. I don't think I can be around you. Okay, cool, bye. Like... Why are you staying in close proximity with somebody that you don't like just so you can fight?
Right.
I don't get it.
And maybe in that distance they will learn their lesson. Maybe that's what they need.
Yeah.
Know, to, you know,
like,
to learn that.
I really value peace. And it doesn't have to be difficult to have it.
It doesn't. It shouldn't be difficult to have it.
It's just the easiest thing ever. It's not rocket science.
It's not.
It really is.
It's really not.
When I first moved out here, back here, I wouldn't do anything because I was so hung up on being like the picture perfect Christian. So like my priorities were like, let me find a church so I am not like lost to the world. But like the level of anxiety, like I didn't even know who I was. for the first like year and a half that when I moved here, because I was so hung up on making sure that I was being the greatest representation or a great role model to some kids. Like, it's just like the pressure of it all is too much.
Yeah.
And even like having this conversation, I would have never had this conversation because to question Christianity,
right? How could I
on a platform like this? Like, this is sticky business. It's not. Like, we people are gonna roll their eyes at this, which is fine. And now it's like, I don't care.
But it's elevation. Exactly. It's elevation,
right.
And you know, sometimes they don't like to see that. You know, they don't like to see that someone's out exploring their.
Yeah, I think it's a fear sometimes that you're actually questioning something that you've been living for, your whole life, like, and you're actually.
And also, I feel like the fact that Bermuda is a small island also plays a factor in that. Yeah. You know, you got some people who haven't even left the island at all. The whole amount of years in life, you know, they've just been on this 21 square mile rock. Child, could you imagine? So it's like, their mind just hasn't expanded.
That made me uncomfortable just thinking.
That's okay. It's up to us to teach them. Right. And I feel like this generation, we are the teachers. Yes, and you know.
I was talking to my friend the other day that like us and younger than us. I think I was talking to you a lot too about it.
Oh yeah,
like,
of course. Even
they just question. They're not just gonna take what you say as this is just they're gonna go out and seek for themselves what their truth is. And I wish that I was doing that when I was younger, cause flipping out. I mean, I'm still young, but like fat, but like the amount of who's to say where I would be right now if I was able to just fully and freely be. I mean, I was always myself, but freely be myself and not have to worry about the Christians or be explore like how I can see what you explored with the crystals and all of this other stuff. I just I wanna
and see, even with the crystals, like, you know, some people like worship them, like, you know, and I don't do that. They actually help me. They're an assistance, you know. They just get me to where I need to be, and it's all about just the energies and the frequencies that they give off. Same thing with the bill that you were speaking about on TikTok. It's just all about those frequencies and energies that the crystals give you. Actually, I have some sitting next to me right now. This is rose quartz. It looks a little white on camera.
Okay.
Yes, rose quartz is all about it's love. It's the love quartz. So you use that for your heart chakra. And then this second one I have is my amethyst. Okay. So it's just like a little amethyst stone, and that's for the third eye chakra. Okay.
So, what is the third eye chakra?
So the third eye chakra, see, so people, that's the one where people's like, oh, Illuminati. Yes. It's not about that. It's all about just opening your third eye to, it's all about intuition as well. And all about like your second thoughts, like believing in your second thoughts, and your second thoughts is all what you hear in here. So that's like your God conscience. This is what you communicate to God with. It's your crown. So you have your third eye and your crown chakra. All of these, it's upward. So it's like it opens that, like, you're able to be more visionary. I even use it for my dreams sometimes. So it's like you can be more visual with your dreams. It's just all about sight and seeing and like intuition. So yeah, it's really beautiful, and it's healing, and it's peaceful. You know, you get to learn more about yourself in the whole process, and it's very worthwhile. I can say that.
I'm very beautiful.
I am also. I want to be like. Yes. You give me a real Zen vibe, and that's what I'm trying to
absolutely
right.
Thank you guys.
Just calmness.
I intend to be that because I'm gonna be honest. I used to suffer really badly from anxiety, but now I've like learned to grow with it, you know, and to heal my own self and my own triggers and my own traumas. It's just all about healing your past self. That's all we have is our past, our present, and our future. What can we deal with? We know where we want to be, but we know where we've been. And unfortunately, sometimes in that process of where we've been, you've been hurt before. So it's up to this present self to go back to that child and to go back to that younger self and to be like, it's okay. It's okay, younger self. You sit with that person, you know, but some people are not able, or I should not say that. Everyone is able to, but some people are not strong enough to do that and willing enough to do that, to heal those. And, you know, so they're not able to let go of this religion that they've held on to this whole life, their whole life. That's what they've held on to from a child. They can't, you know, not let it go, but, you know, just be free and understanding in who they are. So that's what this whole journey is with me, my whole spiritual religious journey. It's just understanding I am not always in control. It's that easy, you know. You're not always in control.
To swallow.
Very hard pill, especially for this one. I'm sure you guys can, you know, relate, but I'm always trying to be in control of everything. You know, you can't always be in control.
Especially as a creative, that's just how it is.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for having me. Honestly, this was a beautiful, beautiful discussion. I'm so happy we had it, and I'm so happy to have it with these three lovely ladies. Like, honestly.
Absolutely. And what's next for you? Because you've been blowing up the airwaves in the UK, right? Like, what? We were so gassed. Please tell us.
That was a huge moment for me, like, and that's just the first step, you know. My intent is to get out there, to push my sound out there, to see what the UK people love. And apparently they're loving it already. They've been playing it, they've been blowing on my email, because BBC is very, like, you know, professional. So they're like, we played your song this time at this date, so they're playing the song like almost every other day. And after the, you know, where it aired. So I just want people to grasp onto it a little bit more. I've been grabbing some followers. Some people have followed me as well. They've, you know, DM'd me to let me know they love the song. So from her, I need to get out to the UK, and I'm not letting Corona stop me, because last year it did. I was supposed to be out in school last September, so I had to defer my year to this September. So I'll be out there September, August. And we're gonna link up.
Oh, you know, football question.
And I'm just gonna, you know, make my mark out there and do what I do. Probably, I'm trying to get a modeling agency. So if anybody knows a little modeling agency, something out there, I'm coming, Joe. I just need some little gigs, a little something, you know. Just dig my hands in the UK and see what I can do.
What I love is that it started in Bermuda, and I think a lot of times creatives get a lot of flack for, like, just wanting to leave, because, you know, some of the things that are needed to thrive are not necessarily, well, I can speak for me, are not there in Bermuda, although I want them to be. But the fact that you were able to build this beautiful brand, your music flourishing at home, you know, that's special. So congratulations. Because
thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And it's like, that's the thing, I want to bring Bermuda, you know, I want to bring that Bermuda flavor as well. I'm the island boy. I want to be that island boy, you know, sipping my coconut water. Who's the Curry Love? Like, who is this? Like, I want to know him.
And I just want all the listeners to just take a minute. Remember that you heard the Curry Love on the WMTR podcast on Sunday, May 16th, 2021. So
exactly.
We know him.
And she said what she said.
Period.
We're here. Applause to that.
That's on that.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys. I keep saying I'm happy to be here, but I truly mean it. Like, I'm just,
thank you.
I feel the love.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for this dope ass. Oh, look at me, ass.
Is that profanity?
Oh, it's getting spicy.
It's just gonna get an explicit mark on that one.
On this dope ass topic, because it's great. It's been amazing. Yeah, period.
Honestly,
that.
Yes.
Not Hallie giving us the E this week.
It's been dope.
I love it.
Love you guys.
We love you.
Thank you so
much
much
for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So, guys, please check out Sacral Love on all social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Yes. Just go get your life. Listen to Renaissance on iTunes, Spotify, all streaming platforms. I'm sure. Like, honestly, that album has given us all life.
Thank you.
So
baby.
Please go and check it out. And yeah, you can follow me, Helena Pipe _. On Instagram for all, you know, your theater, musical theater, all the greatness. It's coming. Look out for it.
You can follow me at _JustCara for all the things.
You can follow me at Sakaéla for all the fashion things.
We love to see it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to WMTR and season finale. Yeah. We have Zakari Love. Like, just thank you for being with us.
We went out with a bang.
A bang. So yeah, stay tuned. Catch up. We'll be back.
Period.
We'll go for it.
Try not to miss us.
Don't miss us too much. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.